welcome back to my channel. My name is David and this is my closet. As you know, if you've been here before, we talk about handbags, accessories, small leather goods, all of those fun things from the male point of view and on a budget. So if that's something that's interesting to you, please subscribe to my channel. As always, I'm working really hard to grow and increase my subscriber count, so I would be forever grateful if you could please hit that subscribe button. This unboxing, I'm going to first show you the item and then I'm going to kind of go into it a little bit. I am excited to see it, but also a little bit nervous just because I'm not sure how I feel about it. And we'll get into it after I show you. So here is the box. I went ahead and cut it open just so I could get started, and you can easily tell what's in there. So, you know, it's not a suspense type unboxing, but it's just Marc Jacobs unboxing. I didn't get a fancy gift box, which again, I'll get into. And then here's the paperwork. And my husband actually ordered it for me. So before tax, it was $550. And with tax and everything, it was $602. As you can see, and I'm sure if you are into these kinds of things, you have seen the Instagram posts that were going viral. It is a Stephen Sprouse collection. Let's get into it. It does come packaged really well, completely wrapped, 365 degrees. I also like that the tag is outside of the wrapper so it won't scratch anything. I think that's really nice. So I'm gonna unpackage it real quickly, bear with me. And I'm not gonna fully unwrap everything yet until I know for sure I'm gonna keep the bag. But as you can see, this is the Stephen Sprouse Marc Jacobs 2024 collection collaboration. And it is the medium, the tote bag, in a very dark chocolate brown leather with the lime green serenity quote, serenity prayer, I think is what it is. And it was really hard to see. So I'm going to show you what it says and how it says, grant me the, but the E is cut off, serenity to chill. So I'm going to, well, I can't link it, I don't think. I might try to link there's a little video on Marc Jacobs' Instagram where he kind of explained this bag and why it came to be. But as you can see, it's the lime electric green, which Louis Vuitton, when Marc Jacobs was creative director of Louis Vuitton, back in 2001, they did the original release with Stephen Sprouse. And it is the Graffiti collection, which I have my Graffiti Speedy back there. And I have the original from 2001. You saw me unbox it probably 2 or 3 months ago. I got a steal on that bag, and I assume now with this resurgence of Stephen Sprouse Graffiti, those may go up in price again. So if you see one and you want one, snag it. Of course, later, I believe it was 2009, they did a re-release of the Stephen Sprouse Graffiti, but they did it in these electric colors. So there was orange, pink, and then lime green. And they were really fun. I loved the original, so I have that. And someday I want something from the re-edition or the re-release in one of the neon colors, probably the pink or the orange. So when I saw this was coming out, I was really excited. And in one of the videos, Marc Jacobs himself is holding one of these bags in orange. All of us here, there's a group chat with a bunch of us, we were talking about it. And I originally saw it, I think Frozen Luxury posted something. And of course, I was immediately on Instagram looking at Marc Jacobs, trying to find it. And in the previews, and even Jamie of James Jam and our group chat mentioned this, they show other things, like a pair of gloves or like a scarf or something. So I assumed that when it finally dropped, there would be multiple items to choose from and not just one thing. And of course, if I could have my choice, I would probably do the orange in the size small. So I don't know if I told you, this is the medium. They only released it in the medium. And I don't understand why, because the small is their top selling bag and the small rocks my world. So I wish it was the small size. But anyway, that's what we assumed. And I think all of us, and I'm talking about the group I know, and I'm assuming other people who were fans of the Marc Jacobs era at Louis Vuitton, I think one of the best in my opinion. And I love Stephen Sprouse Graffiti. I think we were all excited. And I'm going to speak for myself here. So if you disagree, that's fine. You're entitled to that, as I am too. I was excited to see what was going to come out. And I was thinking to myself, I'm either A, going to buy a small leather good, like maybe a wallet, maybe something to kind of go along with that, but I wanted it in the orange color. Whatever I bought, I wanted an orange. And then I was thinking, you know, if they have the bags, the size small and the orange is definitely what I want. Well, come release day, we all get up. I get online in the morning. It's probably around 9 o'clock in the morning. I'm at work and I'm like, oh crap, I forgot about this. I get on and all they have is this one item in the Stephen Sprouse 40th anniversary collection thing that's going on with Marc Jacobs right now. And I was kind of disappointed. Now, granted, I knew I wanted something from the collection because I love the Stephen Sprouse graffiti. I have to have it. So I was thinking, you know, let me think about it. It wasn't sold out at that time, which again, I was completely shocked, assuming that it came out first thing in the morning. I don't know, it maybe even dropped at midnight Eastern Standard Time because that's where, you know, Marc Jacobs is headquartered. I just honestly assumed they would all be gone. And I saw that they were still in stock. You could add them to cart. So I was just kind of like, I don't know what to do. I texted the group and a lot of us had the same opinion. We feel they chose the wrong size and they don't have any other options. It's just this one thing, one and done. Here's all you got. At least for now. Maybe later they'll release more. Who knows? So a lot of them were like, well, we're not going to order it. You know, it's not exactly what we want, but I was still torn. So I told myself, you know, I'm going to check back later, maybe that evening. Let's just say it was a Monday. I don't remember what day it came out, but I was going to check back later that evening. If they were still available, I was going to consider buying it. Well, my husband is so sweet, and I had told him the night before, because sometimes he stays up really late playing video games and hanging out with our baby. I was like, if you happen to log on to Marc Jacobs and you see it available, I told him, size small orange, size small pink, or maybe a wallet, snag something for me if you see it. If I don't tell you, I've already done it. And probably about 10:30 in the morning, and again, my time is so off, it could have been later, it could have been earlier. He messaged me and said, hey, don't order the bag. And I responded, oh, okay, yeah, I'm not going to right now. Keep in mind, oh, my collar's all stretched out. Ooh, girl. Anyway, I was like, you know, I was thinking in my mind, yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to order it because it's not exactly what I want. And he's like, well, I ordered it for you because you told me to. And I'm like, oh, you're so sweet. So thank you so much to my lovely, lovely, and super generous husband for ordering this for me. And he hasn't asked me to pay him for it. So we're going to keep it that way. I'm just kidding, guys. We're married. It's all the same account. Anyway, so I told him, because then he's like, oh, well, did you not want it? And I'm like, no, I thank you for ordering it. I'm glad you did, because I can always return it. But this way I have my hands on one. And I'm glad we did, because yesterday I was actually talking to Rakita of Rakita's Closet, because she had posted something about this on her, I think it was Instagram and maybe even her community post on YouTube. And I messaged her, we were kind of chatting about some other stuff, and I said, by the way, my Sprouse comes tomorrow, and I assumed she'd order it too, and she was like, oh, I didn't get one. And I'm like, you need to get one. And she's like, well, they're sold out now, so I can't. So I'm glad he got one for me, because like I said, I can make the decision if I want to keep it, and that's one of the reasons I haven't taken all of the stuffing off of it yet, because if I do return it, I like to return it as close to factory as possible, because this will be resold, and I want whoever, if I do that, whoever were to buy it, I'd want them to get it as close to factory as possible, just like I would want that if it was me. So, anyway, he did buy it for me, and I'm so grateful. And looking at it now, I definitely think it's going to be a keeper. I worry about the finish because this kind of just almost looks like vinyl that's put on top of leather. So I do worry about the longevity. And then, you know, this really, I think, was about the same price as the mediums are anyway, so it wasn't much more, if any. So I just don't know about the process and how, like, long it will last and how it will stand up. I would be definitely interested to know that. That's my only real hang up now. It's not a bag I would carry a lot. Like my Sprouse, I've never carried, and I never will. This is something I would like to carry once in a while. Not in a ton, but, you know, maybe like a special day. You know, take it to work one day every couple of months just for fun. But it's not a bag I'd want to use a lot, so I'm not too worried about it, but it does make me worried, you know, like how will this hold up? Because I know the original, well, not even the re-release of the Sprouse, with a lot of wear, it will actually like kind of chip off and rub off and fade off. Mine is brand new, basically, because whoever had it must have never used it, but that's my only concern with it. As far as the leather, it feels just like the leather of the tote bags. And I do know that they are made of really, really good quality leather. So I don't really have a concern as far as that goes. My only concern is the leather, the overlay, the vinyl, whatever it is. So here is the tag. And then on the front here, it has a Steven Sprouse tag. And if you can read that, pause it and read it, feel free. I love it. And then on the top here, it has a zip closure, and the graffiti even goes up to the zip closure, which I do think is very nice. And then it comes with a strap here. So it's just the silver hardware, and it's just the brown leather. There's no graffiti on the shoulder strap, which is what I would expect to see, honestly. It does come with a Marc Jacobs dust bag. I was hoping, again, they would do a unique dust bag and a unique package. I think that would be really cool to ship it with a special box, since this is such a special item. I mean, hello, when you think Marc Jacobs era at Louis Vuitton, more than likely you think of Sprouse. So it would have been cool to have a special dust bag. But I guess we can't win everything, right? So I'm gonna try to show you the inside here again without having to like crazily undo everything. So inside it has a textile base, and then it looks like a smooth leather on the walls. I'm not sure if it's real leather, it may be PU inside. And then on the back wall, or maybe this is the front wall, there is a textile lined zipper pocket, slip pocket, and then it also has a, as you can see through there, if you can see it, it's a Steven Sprouse by Marc Jacobs tag. The bag does come very well packaged. It has cardboard on the front and back and side to kind of give it some support. So I'm definitely going to keep that on there. And I do think, honestly, I'm going to keep it. So I am going to go ahead and take off all of the packaging, because this is honestly so special to me just because I love the graffiti. It would be absolutely insane for me not to keep it. But let me know what you guys think of it. This is, like I said, just a really quick unboxing and first impressions. First impressions, I do think it's really great. I think it's super fun, super edgy. I'm a little disappointed in the packaging. I wish they would have done something a little special, just because to me this is so special. And I also wish they would have had more options. Maybe 1 or 2 sizes, the small and the medium. The small is like their #1 selling bag, so it would make sense to me. And then maybe to do a couple of the other color combinations, I thought would have been really, really nice. And then maybe some SLGs. I know my girl Jamie of James Jam would love that. I'm calling her out because she's got me hooked on SLGs. And there may be some things on the way. That's all her fault. It's your fault. I'm blaming you. I love her. So, fake beef. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna go show my husband because I know he's kind of excited about this too. And then, I mean, obviously I don't foresee me returning it. I took the packaging, all of it off now. I'm gonna throw up a little clip of the Marc Jacobs website over here. Make sure to check it out because they're doing a ton of collaborations for the 40th anniversary, which I think is really cool. And they're bringing back, it looks like, a lot of Marc Jacobs collabs that were done with Louis Vuitton into the Marc Jacobs brand, as well as just some other really amazing collaborators. So check it out. Make sure you hit the little check mark, give them your email address so you can be notified when those drops are ready so you don't miss out like you may have on the tote bag. I'm really excited about this though, so I just wanted to get this out there. So let me know what you guys think overall. Did you order it? If they release it in any more colors or sizes or anything else, what will you buy? What do you want them to make? Yeah. Thank you so much for watching. Like I said, this video is all over the place, I'm sure. But it's not very often that I get to buy something or get to open something around the time it launches. Normally it's 20 years later. So I'm just super pumped. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel if you have not already. And I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.